Can you imagine living through a 110-degree heatwave without a fan, AC, or even a chilled soda to cool you down? What if you had to do this every summer, year after year, while everyone around you relied on the latest technology to stay comfortable? Most of us would panic at the thought. So how on earth do the Amish not only survive in such intense heat, but actually thrive without a single air conditioning unit? Do they have some ancient secret that the rest of us missed? Or have they cracked the code for staying cool with techniques so simple and effective that we might all benefit from them? And why would they willingly endure this hardship when AC is just a switch away? Could there be a deeper reason, something more meaningful, behind their choices? In today's video, we'll explore the little-known ways the Amish beat the heat. From clever home designs to time-tested tricks passed down through generations, we'll uncover how they stay cool without electricity. Plus, you'll discover some fascinating techniques that are not only practical, but also environmentally sustainable, something modern society is just starting to realize. And here's the twist. It's not just about keeping cool. Stick with us till the end, and you'll learn the surprising philosophy behind why the Amish embrace discomfort when the rest of us would do anything to avoid it. What if the Amish lifestyle holds answers we've been overlooking? Could their way of life teach us something far more valuable than just beating the heat? Ever wondered how it feels to survive a summer day without air conditioning? Imagine facing 110-degree heat without a single fan to rescue you. No AC units blasting cold air. No ice-cold drinks from the fridge. Just pure grit. How do the Amish endure this intense heat? What tricks do they use that most of us have never heard of? Why would they choose to live this way, even though modern technology is easily available? And what makes their cooling methods more sustainable, and possibly smarter, than the ones we depend on? In this video, we're diving deep into the lesser-known world of Amish life during scorching summers. You'll learn how they keep cool with clever designs, nature-based techniques, and a lifestyle rooted in simplicity. But there's more. Stick around till the end, and you'll discover the surprising reason why they refuse to give in to modern comforts, even when the heat becomes unbearable. This story isn't just about surviving the summer. It's about living with purpose, no matter the conditions. Let's explore the fascinating, resourceful, and sometimes challenging ways the Amish stay cool when the world around them is boiling. Ready to see how they pull it off? The Amish aren't just rejecting air conditioning to be different. They do it to live by a deeper philosophy, one rooted in simplicity and self-discipline. This lifestyle isn't about denying comfort for the sake of suffering. It's about finding meaning in restraint and relying on what nature provides. The Amish believe that depending too much on technology creates a barrier between people and their community, faith, and even the natural world. Imagine a summer where temperatures reach 110 degrees and you have no AC to escape to, just the heat pressing down, day after day. For most of us, this sounds like an impossible task. But for the Amish, this is the norm. They've embraced a way of life where enduring discomfort builds strength, character, and appreciation for life's simple pleasures. They find value in working with nature rather than battling it. By choosing not to rely on air conditioning, they remain grounded and connected to their environment. In fact, for the Amish, resisting AC isn't just about comfort. It's about avoiding what they call the slippery slope. If they start using one modern convenience, it could lead to an endless chain of others, eroding their sense of community and self-sufficiency. For example, air conditioning might seem harmless, but it could encourage people to stay indoors, alone, instead of gathering together to work, eat, or worship. And in their culture, those connections are vital. They would rather suffer a little discomfort than risk losing their community spirit. In Amish homes, the heat isn't fought off with machines. It's something they prepare for all year. Their lifestyle encourages planning ahead. They build their homes to minimize heat and maximize airflow. Their clothing choices, food, and daily routines are all carefully adapted to handle even the most brutal summers. Living without AC might seem extreme to outsiders, but for the Amish, It's simply part of a bigger, meaningful way of life. This way of living teaches patience, too. They work through the heat together, whether it's tending to crops or building furniture, because enduring hardship with others strengthens their bonds. There's a quiet kind of wisdom in the way they accept discomfort, something that feels almost lost in the modern world. When the summer sun blazes down, the Amish have a unique way of staying cool that's all about working with nature. Their homes are carefully designed to maximize airflow, turning heat into a manageable presence rather than an overwhelming force. Imagine walking into an Amish home on a hot day. Instead of the heavy, stifling air you might expect, you're greeted by a refreshing breeze that seems to dance through the rooms. The secret lies in their architectural choices. The Amish often build their homes with large windows and open layouts that invite the wind inside. These windows are not just for decoration. They serve a vital purpose. On hot days, the windows are flung wide open to create a cross-ventilation effect. This means that as warm air rises and escapes through higher openings, cooler air rushes in from below, creating a natural airflow that keeps the space comfortable. High ceilings play a crucial role too. As the sun heats the air inside, it rises to the top, allowing the cooler air below to take its place. In fact, some Amish homes feature lofts or open beams that allow hot air to escape even more efficiently. This design is a testament to their ingenuity, using principles of physics to beat the heat without any electricity. But the story doesn't end there. The Amish are also masters of timing. They know when to open their windows for optimal cooling. Early mornings and evenings, when the air is cooler, become prime times for letting in fresh breezes. This connection to nature, recognizing the patterns of the day, adds an element of harmony to their lives. They are not just passive inhabitants of their environment. They actively engage with it, listening to the whispers of the wind and responding accordingly. But what happens when the sun is at its peak? During the hottest part of the day, the Amish use shades and curtains to block direct sunlight, allowing them to maintain the coolness they've created. Thick curtains made from natural fabrics hang over windows, providing an extra layer of insulation against the heat. And if you wander into their homes, you might even notice that the walls are often thick, made from materials that naturally insulate against the elements. This isn't just practical, it's a way of life. Their methods remind us of a simpler time when people relied on nature and their surroundings for comfort. So, as the outside temperature climbs, the Amish remain cool, calm, and collected, weaving together tradition and practicality in a way that feels almost magical. How did they learn all this? Generations of wisdom passed down, rooted in a lifestyle that values community and harmony with nature. As they endure the heat together, the Amish have created a sanctuary of coolness, standing strong against the sweltering summer. In the Amish community, the heat of summer is not just a personal challenge. It becomes a shared experience, woven into the fabric of their lives. When temperatures soar, families come together, turning what could be a burdensome ordeal into a display of cooperation and camaraderie. Picture a group of neighbors working side by side, their laughter and conversations mingling with the sounds of nature as they tackle chores that need doing despite the oppressive heat. This spirit of teamwork is deeply rooted in their beliefs. The Amish value community above all else, and this shines brightly during the hottest days of summer. They help one another with daily tasks like farming, construction, or even barn raising. It's common for neighbors to drop by unannounced, ready to lend a hand and share in the heat's challenges. In these moments, the struggles of the day become lighter, infused with joy and friendship. As they work together, they find unique ways to cope with the heat. Someone might bring over a batch of homemade lemonade, chilled just enough to share with everyone. Or perhaps a neighbor will invite others to take a break under the shade of a large tree, where stories are exchanged and laughter fills the air. These moments of respite not only cool their bodies but also nourish their spirits. It's a refreshing reminder that even in the hottest of times, connection and support can create a cooler atmosphere. However, it's not all fun and games. The Amish know that heat can be dangerous, especially for the elderly or young children. This awareness leads them to organize and look out for one another. If one family struggles more than others, the community rallies to provide extra help, ensuring everyone remains safe and healthy during extreme weather. Every decision they make about surviving the summer heat reinforces their values of humility and gratitude. They don't just endure the heat, they embrace it as a part of life, something to be faced together. With every drop of sweat and every shared moment, they weave a rich tapestry of community support that highlights the importance of togetherness. As evening falls, the air cools, and families gather for dinner outside, under the stars. The warmth of the day fades, replaced by the glow of lanterns and the comfort of being with loved ones. The day might have been sweltering, but as they share a meal, laughter echoes, proving that together they can conquer anything, even the fiercest summer heat. This bond, formed in the heart of sweltering days, becomes a cherished memory, reminding them of the strength found in unity and the cool relief of friendship. The Amish have a treasure trove of traditional practices that help them endure the sweltering summer heat. Each technique is steeped in history, passed down through generations, and serves a dual purpose, keeping them cool and connecting them to their roots. Imagine a summer day in an Amish community where people engage in age-old customs that blend practicality with deep cultural significance. One of the most notable practices is their reliance on natural remedies. When the heat becomes unbearable, the Amish often turn to herbal teas made from cooling herbs like peppermint and lemon balm. These drinks are not just refreshing. They hold a place in their folk medicine, believed to lower body temperature and aid digestion. Picture a mother brewing a pot of herbal tea on her wood stove, the scent of fresh herbs wafting through the air, creating a soothing atmosphere for her family amidst the heat. Another vital aspect of their tradition is the use of gardens. Amish families cultivate a variety of vegetables and fruits, which they harvest at the peak of summer. These fresh foods not only provide essential nutrients but also contribute to hydration. Watermelons, cucumbers, and other juicy fruits become staples on the table, serving as delicious refreshments. The children eagerly await their turn to dive into a cool watermelon, their laughter ringing out as they spit the seeds and enjoy the moment together. This connection to the land emphasizes their respect for nature and its gifts, reminding them of the beauty that can thrive even in harsh conditions. In addition to their dietary choices, the Amish practice specific cooling rituals. For example, during particularly hot days, they might gather under the shade of a large oak tree, where stories and songs are shared. These gatherings create a sense of community and provide a welcome break from the heat. It's a scene filled with warmth and connection, where the heat of the day is forgotten, replaced by the laughter and camaraderie of friends and family. And then there's the art of clothing. The Amish dress in layers, usually in loose-fitting garments made from breathable fabrics. While it may seem counterintuitive to wear long sleeves in the heat, these clothes protect their skin from sunburn while allowing air to circulate. Each piece of clothing is chosen with care, reflecting their values of modesty and practicality. Imagine a father working in the fields, his long sleeves rolled up, beads of sweat glistening on his brow. Yet he remains comfortable and focused, knowing he's dressed for the task at hand. As the sun begins to set, the temperature drops, and the Amish families gather around a fire to share stories from the day. This time spent together strengthens their bonds, reminding them that even in the heat, they are never alone. The traditions they uphold not only help them stay cool, but also weave a rich narrative of resilience, connection, and respect for their way of life. Each moment spent together, facing the summer's heat, becomes a testament to their strength and unity. The Amish are known for their creativity and resourcefulness, especially when it comes to finding innovative solutions to manage heat. As summer temperatures soar, they rely on their ingenuity to devise methods that may surprise outsiders. Imagine walking through an Amish farmstead on a blistering day, where traditional and inventive techniques come together to create an oasis of comfort amidst the heat. One remarkable solution is the use of earthen coolers. These are simple yet effective structures made from clay or stone, designed to keep food and drinks cool without electricity. Picture a large cool chamber dug into the ground, where jars of pickles and bottles of homemade cider are stored. The Earth's natural temperature regulates the interior, providing a refreshing retreat from the heat. When an Amish family opens the door, a rush of cool air escapes, bringing relief from the oppressive summer sun. They also harness the power of shade. Trees are planted strategically around homes and barns to create natural canopies that block the sun's intense rays. This approach not only keeps their living spaces cooler, but also adds to the beauty of the landscape. As the sunlight filters through the leaves, the dappled shade creates a serene atmosphere, making it a perfect spot for families to gather and enjoy the outdoors, even during the hottest parts of the day. In addition to these practices, the Amish utilize natural insulation methods in their homes. The thick, log walls of their houses are designed to trap cooler air inside while keeping the sweltering heat at bay. This is a time-tested method that demonstrates their understanding of natural materials and their properties. When you step inside an Amish home, it often feels remarkably cooler compared to the outside, a testament to the effectiveness of their building techniques. The Amish also embrace the use of water as a cooling tool. Many have access to wells or ponds, and during the summer, families often engage in water-based activities. Children splash in the water, while adults might fill large buckets and use them to cool off. The sight of laughter and joy is infectious, as families turn a hot day into an opportunity for fun and connection. This natural cooling method reminds them of the simple pleasures in life and the importance of community. Every decision they make, from the placement of trees to the construction of their homes, reflects their deep understanding of the environment. They don't just adapt to the heat, they thrive in it, using their surroundings to create a comfortable and enjoyable lifestyle. This innovative spirit is rooted in a respect for tradition and a commitment to sustainability. As the day wears on, the Amish continue their activities, embodying a resilience that serves as an inspiration. In their world, the heat is merely a backdrop to a life filled with connection, creativity, and purpose. For the Amish, enduring the scorching heat of summer is not just a physical challenge, it's also a spiritual journey. Their faith and values play a crucial role in how they cope with high temperatures. Imagine an Amish farmer stepping outside into the blistering sun, his face glistening with sweat, yet his spirit remains unbroken. In their community, every struggle is an opportunity to deepen their faith and connection to one another. The Amish believe that discomfort can be a test of character and resilience. Instead of lamenting the oppressive heat, they view it as a chance to cultivate patience and gratitude. Picture a mother sitting on her porch, watching her children play in the shade, reminding them that hardships, like the heat, can bring the family closer together. Each drop of sweat is a symbol of their hard work and dedication, reinforcing the idea that enduring difficulties is part of life's journey. Prayer and communal gatherings are also integral to their coping mechanisms. During particularly hot days, families often gather for evening prayers, seeking strength and comfort from their faith. Imagine the serenity of a circle of Amish neighbors, hands clasped, their voices rising in unison as they pray for relief from the heat. This collective act not only strengthens their resolve, but also fosters a sense of unity, reminding them that they are not alone in their struggles. Moreover, their belief in simplicity and humility allows them to accept the heat without complaint. They don't chase after modern comforts. Instead, they embrace the lifestyle that has been passed down through generations. This acceptance is profoundly empowering. It cultivates a mindset that appreciates the natural rhythms of life, including the sweltering summer sun. The sense of purpose in their daily activities, be it tending to the fields or caring for livestock, becomes a source of strength that helps them endure even the hottest days. As the sun sets, the atmosphere shifts, and so does their perspective. In the evenings, when the heat begins to wane, families gather around to share stories, laughter, and homemade meals. This tradition creates a sense of belonging and joy, reminding them that the heat is merely a temporary challenge. With each shared moment, the community bonds strengthen, and the trials of the day fade into the background. Through faith and community, the Amish transform the struggle against the heat into a celebration of life. Every day is a new opportunity to connect with each other and find meaning in their experiences. Even in the sweltering sun, they stand together, drawing strength from their beliefs and each other, embodying a resilience that shines brightly against the backdrop of their simple, yet profound, way of life.